images are being shared on social media platforms with the claim that the sole of Neil Armstrong's space boots does not match the photo of boot prints left on the moon during NASA's Apollo 11 mission, and that NASA must have faked the lunar landing. Reverse image search of the first picture led us to the same photo in an article published on heroiclyrics.org. This article reported this as a picture of the thermomicrometeoroid garmented boot used in the Apollo A611 suit, which predated the A7/A7LB suit actually worn on the Apollo missions. This photo was reportedly captured on 19 January 2012 at the US Rocket and Space Center in Huntsville, Alabama. We could not find any other reliable information on this photo. A search to find details of the spacesuit boots used by Neil Armstrong during NASA's Apollo 11 mission led us to pictures of Armstrong's spacesuit boots in a journal published by NASA. These also had a circular mark at the ball of the foot, and the mark of the heel corresponded to where the Velcro pads would be affixed. Armstrong's spacesuit is on display at the National Air and Space Museum in Washington, D.C. Former astronomer and author Phil Plait published an article sharing photos of Armstrong's spacesuit taken by him at the Smithsonian's National Air and Space Museum. Reverse image search of the second photo led us to a similar photo on the NASA website. The accompanying description states that it shows a close-up view of astronaut Buzz Aldrin's boot print in lunar soil. According to reports, during NASA's Apollo 11 mission, both Armstrong and Aldrin wore lunar overshoes over their spacesuit boots before stepping on the surface of the moon. The lunar boot was an overshoe that the Apollo lunar explorers slipped on over the integral pressure boot of the spacesuit. The lunar overshoes used in the Apollo 11 mission reportedly had a sole filled with lines like rungs of a ladder formed by 8 flat, straight-edged ribs. The soles of these lunar overshoes matched the boot prints left on the surface of the moon during NASA's Apollo 11 mission. Reports state that Armstrong and Aldrin's boots were left on the moon when they returned from the 1969 mission. As photos of the boots worn and the lunar overshoes worn over them are being shared with a distorted claim, this post is misleading. When you come across a piece of news that seems too ridiculous to be true, don't leave things to doubt. Run searches on Google and Yandex and weigh out the true and false of the situation for yourself by looking at the facts. But first of all, before you hit that forward button, pause.